Once upon a time, as so many of these stories go, a man was traveling through the wilds when he became lost and had to struggle for his own survival. The elements battered him, and he was close to exhaustion, when suddenly a miracle, a temple. An organization of monks dwelled in this temple and quickly took in this stranger and nourished him back to health. As he recovered, he noticed a large stone and iron door with intricate locks and opening mechanisms covering it. He asked one of the monks who he had become friends with, "What's behind the door?" To which the monk replied, "I cannot tell you. Only a monk of the monastery may know what is behind the door." The man, intrigued, asked, "How does one become a monk of the monastery?" The man replied, "You must go out into the world and count every tree, learning each tree's name and image. This will be a long journey, trying journey, one of commitment and discipline, but it will teach you what a monk of the monastery must know." So the man, determined, gathered up his things and began his expedition. It took several years, and many more adventures were had throughout the course of it. But the man eventually met and learned the names of every tree, and upon returning to the temple years later, came to the same monk and said, "Monk of the monastery, I have numbered every tree, and their numbers are such. I have explored the world. I have learned patience. I have learned discipline. I have learned commitment. And throughout that whole time, the promise of what was behind that door and the secrets of the monks of the monastery gave me the strength to persevere." The monk said, "You have done well. You have passed this trial. Now we might open the door to you, for behind the door lies the answer to life's greatest question." The man and the monk approached the door, and the monk, through a means the man could never hope to replicate, opened the door behind which the answer to life's most pressing question was kept. "Oh, you want to know what's behind the door? Well, I can't tell you. You're not a monk of the monastery."